Hello, this is finally the first impressions video I keep mentioning that I wanted to do, but I just haven't been able to. Let me just show you like a few of the things that I have here. I placed a Milani order, and in that Milani order, I got these things and a free mascara sample. They were having like a 25% off sale, and Sarah Rose, she hadn't even come out with her sunscreen video yet. She briefly mentioned this Milani sunscreen in a video. I'll try to find it. It's a sunscreen primer, and the way she described it, I was like, that sounds like exactly what I would love. So I got that as a primer. We're gonna try this as a moisturizer. Green Goddess, Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. I don't know, the reviews were good, and I need a moisturizer. And then I got this because I think it was Babs Beauty that recommended the Milani cream blushes. And I don't have a bright red cream blush. So we're gonna try these Milani items. For the face, we're gonna try this Kosas tinted face oil, and we will also be trying the Rare Beauty concealer. I got these in like 2020 in the fall, definitely before student teaching. I have this Essence mascara, the Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. We also have It's Freakin Bad. I haven't even swatched it. It kind of took like 6 months for these palettes to get to a lot of people, but I'm so excited to try this out. I'll tell you more about that later. I have a sheer slick lipstick in Golden Pear, so we'll see what that looks like. I have a few experiments that I want to try. This is not a lip balm anymore. It's a lip. I melted down some lipsticks, and I have an eyebrow gel that I want to try that looks edible, so yum. Look at that, delish. So let's just get started. I'm gonna apply the moisturizer first. Ew, the bottle actually looks cute. Oh, like you pump it? What? Oh, cool. This bottle's nice. So let me just go like, what? Wait, smell? It smells like other face oils I've had. It feels nice. That felt good. Look at my red face. I'll put in the description box or update you later if that breaks me out. Everyone's skin is different, so that might not even be a helpful tip for you, but it feels good. I like the container a lot. I hope that doesn't break on me. Next thing, this is the SPF BFF. Cute, cute, cute. It's just gonna be like a squeezy thing, I guess. My sense of smell, by the way, is not good, so don't trust my sense of smell. It doesn't really have a smell. This is my first impressions, and I don't want to be lame, but it probably will be lame. I'm so sorry. My skin looks very moisturized. Oh yeah, she also said that SPF is pretty moisturizing too. Now I'll do this. I've never used this. I know you're supposed to shake it. Like you hear that ball rattling. I'll use the It's Freakin Bad mirror. Heel. Beautiful. Ooh, that's a nice mirror. Can you see how good a mirror it is based off that? I'm worried about color matching, like if I got even a color that's remotely close to what I need. And I'm worried about the like medium itself, like the foundation, because I've never used a tinted face oil before. Can I even use a brush? Do I use my fingers? Ooh. Okay, it looks really warm for me thus far. Let's do it. Let's do what I usually do. Let's go in with a brush first. Oh, hell, oh. Okay. I probably could have put this on my face first instead of my hand. I was just really worried. Ooh. Okay, I need more. Let's try it. Here, let me move it because the phone shadow is bothering me. Hopefully that makes it so the phone shadow is more on my shoulder and not in the middle of my face. I think this is the perfect shade for me a month from now. It blends like crazy easily into the skin. Even looks like I might not be wearing makeup, which I've never experienced that before, where it doesn't look makeup-y. But part of that as well is my breakouts shine through. This wouldn't be what I would wear if I'm trying to cover that, but let's see how the Rare Beauty Concealer works. It's tricky because I want to cover the breakouts, but this concealer is really light, so I might use a different thing. Let's see how this goes. Tentatively trying it out right now. I heard good things about this concealer from a lot of people. A lot of people were like, no to the foundation by Rare Beauty, but yes to the concealer. Okay, what's going on? I thought this was going to be bad. I thought this was all going to go terribly wrong. It looked really light in the tube and it's just blending beautifully into my skin. Let's see how my nose looks. My nose is where I don't judge a foundation or concealer if it doesn't work on my nose, but if it does work, you get my respect. Okay, I had low expectations, I guess. I'm going to cover my breakouts with a different concealer that matches my skin tone almost exactly, which is my old Kosas concealer. I did a whole makeup collection video, and in that video I only have 2 concealers. Now I have 3, but I talked about how I only have this concealer still, even though it's almost gone, because I use it for my breakouts. And I want to use the Rare Beauty one because it is a little bit lighter, even though it blended out perfectly and my under eyes don't look crazy bright. I still will just do this just to be safe. Okay, just adds a little bit more coverage. Both of these surprisingly work well on my skin tone. I'm really pleasantly surprised with my ability that I picked these out and it worked out. This one's just a little bit too warm for me right now, but in a little bit, I will be very warm. This is 130N in Rare Beauty's concealer, and this is 3.5 in Kosas's tinted face oil. Like those thus far, let's see how things work with more product being added on. I'm gonna do my bronzer next. My bronzer, I'm just gonna use the same old bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer to show you. No problems there, but the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, I've never had problems blending it out. I know I can do it. But the bright red with this makes my brain be I don't really know where to go. We'll see. Let me put the blush on just so that it helps guide me in my quest. This is Milani's cream blush. It's called a Cheek Kiss, and it's in I Cherish You. I Cherish You. Wow. All my brushes, by the way, are freshly cleaned. It's just, if you saw pigment on it before, it's stained from other blushes. So I just dipped in I think once or twice, just really briefly. Let's see. I just dipped again and dragged a little bit more. This is looking pretty subtle. Okay, so this is a buildable formula for me. Let me do that again, because I'm I grabbed a lot there. I was being just careful before. Ooh, I was kind of hoping for a bright red, like how it looks in the pan, because I have blushes this color in my collection, but honestly, it looks cute. Whoa, that was a lot. Whoops, mayday. I'll put some of it on my nose. Blend. Oh, thank goodness it blended. Everything looks good on my nose. Do you see? This blended super easily. Thank you. I like it. On top of this dewy base too, it looks cute. I actually primed my eyes. I don't have a good eye primer right now. I tried the Rare Beauty concealer on my eyelids and it blended out beautifully, and I just set it with Wiggles from my Pin That palette. Let's jump into the eyeshadow palette. This is a collaboration between Beaute Bean and Shroud. I love Beaute Bean. I think I followed her when she only had 2,000 subscribers, and I've always been watching her because I loved her creativity and positivity. Always uses color. She's not afraid to do different things that are outside the box. Big fan of Beauty Bean. That's not the only reason why I got this though. When she showed all of her shadows, I was like, yes. Not only because I was pretty sure a lot of these shadows I didn't own yet, like these types of shimmers, I was for certain I didn't own them. And I am very much trying to support more indie brands instead of bigger brands. I want to swatch just to get a feel for what we're gonna be working with. Lime green shimmer. Oh, that like more periwinkle leaning blue. Swatch isn't impressive, but the color is gorgeous. It probably looks good on the eye. Maybe I'll test that one out. The green is Handbook and that periwinkle blue is Spooky. This purple is Apparition. Oh, that is cute. I love that it has that like lighter shimmer going through it. That's very cute. This next one is Adams with a 2Ds, like the Adams family. This is so pretty. That swatched like no problem. Okay. So in oil paint, this green is Viridian green. When you go for that green in oil paint, you know it's a cooler tone green. It's a beautiful matte. I love that. Let's swatch Sam. Whoa, that's cute. I like that it has this iciness to it. I think that's so smart. Like this is another cool tone green and it'll work well with this one over here. Is it Trappa? I don't know, I forget. It's this awesome acid greeny matte. There's some like fallout going on, so I'm a little worried about my base. Ooh, it's so pretty. Ooh, what was that one? Zero. Zero has this nice little flip to it. It's like an icy bluey flip. These metallics are reminding me of Juvia's Place metallics. They have that, I don't know how to describe that texture. Yeah, so when I swatch, can you see it in that green? A lot of times the powder falls off, so I have to go, it just seems like it's gonna get messy. I love also that this isn't a black, it's a dark, dark purple. It's derpy, and it's not a dark maroon, it's a dark purple. I like that. I feel like we get so many dark maroons. Let me try to do this last swatch with my thumb because I don't want to get up. This is Grim. Look at that. Grim is this metallic blue. What would I want to do though? I think I want to go with purples. Surprise? I don't know. Or the greens though are calling to me. Maybe I'll do green. I think I'm going to go in with Spooky. This one to test it on my eye since the swatch was a little rough. And play with the purples and maybe like that Viridian green, the Adams shadow. My eye primer has separated a little bit, so let me just pat that out. Oh, there's too much hair everywhere. Let me swoosh it. Let's go into Spooky. Ooh, so much kick up. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Don't expect Beauty Bean level talent here. I'm impressed by a lot of things that Beauty Bean does, but one thing is that she can do her whole makeup look on one eye and then just repeat it after she's finished that first makeup look on the one eye. And I just cannot do that. I'll forget everything I've done. I got Spooky down. I'll probably add more later, but let's move on to Adams. Let's see how that goes. I switched my brush to be like this more thin one. Please don't fall out. Spooky, by the way, blended beautifully, so. And Adams right now, maybe because I'm being careful, but the fallout is not there. It's not happening. Ooh. Also, I'd like to say, and it might not even matter, it might just be a good day for me, but my eyes have been watering, and I think I know which eyeshadow is causing it. Usually my eyes are pretty good about not getting irritated, but there's an eyeshadow in my pan those eyeshadows currently that irritates my eyes. And this is not making my eyes water at all right now, knock on wood. Let me just get a brush with nothing on it to blend out the edges a bit. And I'm gonna try Sam in the inner corner, I think. Let me wet my brush. If you were on camera, I probably would have licked it, but that's nasty. So don't do that. I'm gonna grab some Sam a little bit on the brush, and we'll see how it goes with just a little. That's nice. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing okay. I almost wasn't going to film today, and then I was like, you're gonna feel worse if you don't. I don't know, I was just feeling like not cute, and then I was just thinking like, well, what better way to feel a little bit cuter than playing with pretty colors. I kind of wish I had a lighter shimmer to put right in the innermost part, but if I wasn't just reviewing this palette, I could just grab another palette, you know, to do that. But for now, I won't grab another palette just so that we can see the look. This is fun. Aw, thanks, Beauty Bean. So I definitely went overboard with Sam, but I love it. I think I will go with 0 on the whole eyelid, and we'll see about maybe adding Handbook. So I'm just going to use a finger with 0 to see how it goes. Again, when I put my finger in these, it reminds me of Juvia's Place metallic formulas. I don't know the word. What would be the word? Like, it doesn't feel flaky. It kind of feels all together. Ooh. 0 on top of that dark green. I'm gonna use this tiny brush I was using with Sam earlier and using it to blend out in my inner corner. And now I want to put Handbook on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna swivel this to clean off the brush. Oh, okay. Oh, I love it. A little purpley green moment going on. Let's get some other makeup going. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna try, I put on the highlighter. Don't have a new highlighter to try, but I decided to go with the Star Surfer by Kaleidos. It's an icy pink, and I just thought it would look good with the warm blush and the cooler eye look. And now I am really excited to try this. And I did my eyebrows, I put in the powder, I did the dip brow, and it kind of got a little long, but that's okay. I'm looking around for my old brow gel. This is an eyebrow gel that I made. I followed a DIY recipe online. If this works out, I'll share the recipe in the description. I basically put a ton of powder, eyeshadow powder in here, and it's Vaseline and coconut oil, I think is like pretty much all that's in here. I'm gonna scrape off any brow gel from this spoolie. Sorry about the music. It's summertime. My neighborhood always is popping off in the summertime. I'm just going to tap it in, roll it around a little, and we'll see. That looks like a lot. So I'm just going to scrape it off a little bit. I am pleasantly surprised that this is working. Holy. Mainly the test for this now is to see if it holds my brow hairs in place well. In brow gel, I'm looking for like the hairs to look a little bit thicker and for it to hold my hair in place. Mainly holding my brow hairs in place. Let's do a lip then. These are like the 2 lip options I have. This homemade lipstick that I did. This is a mixture of Flower Beauty and Bite, and it was like a similar color. That could look cute. And then this, I've never tried this formula before. It's e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lipstick in Pear something. I just ripped off the packaging in Golden Pear. And I wanted to get this because it looked orangey and brown, and I love that. Let's try this right now, and then I can wipe it off if it doesn't look good. That is sheer, like it says. It feels really comfortable though. This reminds me of the ColourPop lip tint for sure. I love that it doesn't look heavy on my lips at all. In case you were curious about this, I'll swatch it out. I think this could have looked good on my lips as well, but I'm liking the way the e.l.f. is feeling. Let me put on a gloss though, just because I feel not the same without a gloss. I need a gloss. We'll go with the We'll go with the Tower 28 Magic lip gloss. It's just like a clear with some sparkle. Okay. So mascara now is pretty much the last step for me. And I'm trying the Essence Sculpted Volume Lash Princess Mascara. It's the purple one. That's all you really need to know. Wow. Oh, that's the wand. It's actually catching my eyelashes really well, this wand. With mascara, without. And that was just one coat. I'm not usually like a double coater, but just so you know, that's just with one coat. I guess I am going to try it with 2 coats a little bit. And that's what I get with 2 coats. I think that's pretty much it. This is my look going on. Hello. Let's go over everything that I used today in my first impressions. I hope you liked it. These were the primers that I used. I used the Milani Green Goddess, and this was a nice face oil. It felt really good. It felt like it soaked in. It felt like I was putting something good on my skin. We will see if it's really good for my skin, if over time, if it causes breakouts or not. But on first impression, this felt really nice. And this SPF BFF felt good too. I don't know if it was the foundation that made my nose look so good, probably the foundation, but also this could be a factor in helping my skin look ready and prepped pore-wise. I wonder how it works with some of my other foundations, but today worked great. I would love to use this as a primer for this summer. Thank you, Sarah Rose, for the recommendation. The Kosas Tinted Face Oil, I was scared of this. I was concerned because I've never used anything like it before, but it went well on the skin. It might have been the reason why my nose pore-wise looks really great. It just blended in super easily, really effortless. The shade will definitely look better as I get a little bit toastier in the sunshine, but this was really cool. I like this concealer. It blended in really easily. I don't see any crepiness under my eyes. Also, I didn't set anything. This one like blended in really well. Mainly with this, by the way, and I might have to test more with this, is coverage. I could still see my breakouts. I had to go in with a different concealer to cover my breakouts. This one I also need to kind of experiment with the coverage because it did brighten my under eyes, but I didn't test it on my breakouts. I probably should have, but I didn't test it because of the color. It's a little bit brighter. I didn't have any new bronzer or highlighter, but I did try this blush. I wish it was more of a punchy red, but I understand. I probably should have predicted that it wouldn't be this punchy red. It blends out to be more of like some pinker blushes that I already own. But this was nice. This is buildable. And maybe I could build it up to be more of a red, but I was actually happy that it wasn't so in your face right off the bat because I was concerned about this blush kind of clashing with the eyeshadow. I liked it. This was great. Then the star of the show, right? The star of this video is Butte Bean's collab with Shroud Cosmetics. I've wanted to try Shroud's formula. I wanted to support Butte Bean, and I loved these colors. Today I used Handbook, Spooky, Adam, Sam, Zero. Yep. The metallics and shimmers remind me of Juvia's Place shimmers, which aren't my favorite shimmer formula, but they are a good enough shimmer formula. Like, they're good. The mattes have a lot of kick up, but on my eyelids I didn't struggle with fallout. It wasn't like I put it on and then it just dropped off of my eyelid onto my makeup below. Kick up is fine with me if fallout doesn't happen on my face. Totally don't mind kick up. The shadows that I did try worked out great. I'm so happy this palette's in my collection, honestly. I am so proud of Butte Bean, even though like she doesn't know who I am, you know. This color story is so fun and I can't wait to break this out for Halloween. Brow wise, my experiment turned out great, I think. A few things I'm gonna put in the description to let you know how they wore. Check that out below. But the brow gel, thus far, it's holding up pretty good. And now you can see my makeup look a little bit better. I think it made my eyebrows a little bit shiny. I probably could instead switch up my routine. I usually put powder down first, But if this is like really shiny and I don't like that, I could put powder on top of my eyebrows to kick away the shine. So if you decide to try the recipe out, experiment with how much eyeshadow you want. I didn't want a clear eyebrow gel. I wanted something with some pigment. I'm going to keep using this. I'm really excited. I hope it keeps working. I didn't get to try this experiment out, but there's the color for you. But right now I have the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipstick on my lips with a gloss on top. This will probably not last that long. It reminds me of the ColourPop lip tints, but it feels comfortable, it looks cute. And don't forget about the Essence Lash Princess, the purple one, which is the sculpted volume one. I think my lashes look good. Through time, I would like to see if there's any flakies that happen, but right now, nothing. I hope you liked my first impressions, my first impressions. Thanks for watching. My eyebrows are distracting me though, because again, I went too hard on the dip brow. I hope you're doing well mentally and physically, and I hope you're keeping your eyes open to world issues and educating yourself on what's going on, but also take care of yourself. I'm dealing with a lot of compassion fatigue right now and feeling overwhelmed with how little power it feels like I have and how little say it feels like I have in things that are happening in other parts of the world and even in my world. Like in my part, I've been struggling with that. So that's why I'll also say, like, just make sure you take care of yourself as well. You know, yeah, I think you know. So bye, goodbye.